Something I know I need to improve on is waking up earlier. Waking up earlier and doing things that I don't like to do that are most painful. What's up, everybody? It's a new day. We're going to the gym. Though, where else would I be going? You know. So it's gonna be a good day. We got a lot planned. Keep moving forward. So we're looking to do legs today. And we maxed out yesterday on back, shoulders. We've been doing a lot lately. It's just the food that we need to keep eating on the back end. And if you're not eating, and when you're going to the gym, you're not gonna see the real growth that you could be getting. You might find results, but not the real gains. Not the real gains. So I don't have anybody coming with me. I got the tripod running, but that's how it is. Okay, we're here. We're gonna have the best day. And we're gonna decide to. We're gonna make it interesting. We're gonna attract, not chase. Making some new building right there. Saturdays, looking for a cameraman actively to have the journey that you're on and continuing to level up yourself, because this game is it's a video game is what this life is. You get to choose the character of who you want to be. If you want to be a big jacked guy, you can go become that. If you want to be a plumber with just working his job, you can become that. If you want to be a nobody, you can stay a nobody. But you have to. There's two pains, and it's either living a life of importance, building a life of importance, or staying a nobody for the rest of eternity. And that is, I think, way much more painful than taking the time to build a life of importance and a man of importance. You get to choose the character. You get to build him up. If you want to be a rich, strong, smart, successful entrepreneur, you can become that. If you want to be a NBA basketball player, you can become that. So I think it's all about what you believe in yourself, because you need to have that self-belief. You need to have that inner willpower, that confidence, that drive. What disciplines you when you don't want to do it, when everybody else is just motivated. And it's about becoming a superhero in this life and pursuing everything that you've ever wanted to, accomplishing everything that you ever want to, living the luxuries of life and experiencing everything that you want to experience, going to places that you've always wanted to go, and meeting people that you've always wanted to meet, and taking the risks that you've always wanted to take. That's what this life is all about. If you're not living at the top echelon of life, you're losing this life, especially when you know it's out there. And when people are living the life and you're not putting work in to acquire that lifestyle, you're losing. You are going to be losing out on the options that you have in this life, because millionaires have an abundance of money. These people have abundance of options within their finances, and you don't have all the time in this world. You're going to die one day, but money can buy your time back. You can't get more time, but you can buy time back. You can steal time from this world. You can steal time that other people are wasting. You can buy your time back with an abundance of money, living a life of freedom, not having to trade all of your time and trade your time for the acquisition of money. So that's what we're after. Financial freedom. It's out there, so there's no other option. If you are gonna settle for what this life brings you just because you can't figure it out, the game, just because you can't work hard, just because you gave up on yourself, like that should be no reason why you can't go out and achieve your dreams. Your dreams are out there. And if you give up on yourself, that's on you. That's on you. It's not about the money that you have. It's about the belief that you have. Seeing it when nobody else sees it. Because you can accomplish anything in this life if you make the decision to. It's up to you. So, if there are these supercars that you want out there, if the lifestyle that you want, if you've seen it in a movie and like you don't think you can get it, you can. It can be you. You choose the life that you live and the character that you are in this life. So, I mean, I know like everybody wants to acquire money, but it's behind that. It's how to do it. It's people are lazy, people are procrastinating. Some people just don't want it bad enough. Some people are smoking every day. Some people are drinking every night. They just don't want it bad enough. And this journey to success, you're gonna have to figure it out yourself. You're gonna have to figure out your own journey and figure out what works for you, because what works for someone else might not be what works for you. And it might take you longer than it takes somebody else, but it all stems from the belief that you have in yourself and the mindset that you have, the attitude behind the actions, and having instilled the hope, the faith, and the optimist mindset, knowing that it's going to be okay, it's going to get better, and being certain about the path that you're on is so important about becoming a successful individual. If you do not develop these things, you're going to get lost and you're going to be a statistic. And I don't think anybody on this watching this wants to be a loser, wants to be a statistic, wants to be a nobody. So you got to develop discipline. You got to be doing things that are hard, that grow you, that stretch you as an individual, that are risky, that other people are not doing, that other people they don't want it bad enough. You gotta want it bad enough. You gotta have the passion. You gotta have the drive. You gotta be so enthusiastic about the path that you're on that people feel you. But it's all about the person that you are becoming, the person that you're becoming on the journey to becoming a millionaire. It's about the skills that you are going to develop when acquiring that money. It's about the way that you're going to be able to talk to people, the people skills you're going to develop, and the way that you're going to manage people, the way that you're going to be able to understand people, the way that you're going to be able to understand finances, history, and what's going on in this life. That's what's going to be important. And the money is just a tool. It's just a tool. It can either be used for leisure and pleasure, or it can be used as a tool to create more and to provide for other people and protect. So it's all about the decisions that you make with the money and the mindset that you have behind it to sustain the money, to know how to use it, to know how to use it as a tool. So I think the worst thing that you could ever do is be born rich, born into a family of wealth, and not being able to understand how to use your finances. And I think it is so valuable to go through the values in this life and the values of self-development and struggling and being at a rock bottom in your life, and developing that self-belief that everything's going to be okay, that you are destined for greatness, and that you are going to achieve your dreams even regardless about the situation that you're in, because you have been developing the mindset, you've been preparing yourself as a person, because that's what it's truly about at the end of the day. If you're serious about success, you're going to be developing your person, your character on a daily basis. How can I be better? How can I move my mindset forward? How can I progress my life today? How can I make something happen today? It's about making something happen. If you don't have anything that you're making happen on a daily basis, you have no goals, you have no ambition, you have no enthusiasm, you have no drive, you walk around like people hate you, you have no money, you can't do anything. When you talk, nobody listens. Your life's gonna be shit. Your life is going to be shit. You have to have ambition. You have to be someone who's different than the rest. You have to be developing qualities of an important individual, that's gonna make things happen. An important individual does not walk around defeated, not in his head thinking, oh, I can't do anything about this situation. My mindset's telling me I'm defeated. I have a fixed mindset. It's about having a growth mindset, open mindset, being focused on solutions. How can I make something happen today? Fast, now. It's not about what happened yesterday. It's about what happens today. It's about the success. You just got one success. Okay, keep moving. Keep putting in work. Okay, you just got 2 more successes. Okay, keep putting in work. You just failed 3 times. Keep putting in work. The answer is always to keep putting in work. Always keep moving. Always keep moving your feet. Always keep getting better, 1% better every single day, and it's going to compound into a great individual in the long run. People are going to ask you, how did you get so successful? But it was the work that you're putting in on a daily basis, compounded out on a daily basis, in the dark when nobody was watching. You believing in yourself, being certain about the path that you're on, even when you had haters and critics. If you don't have any haters, you're not doing anything great in this life. Go out and build a life of importance. Go out and build a life of becoming a great individual. For yourself, for your family, for your parents, for everybody around you, because they deserve this. They deserve this. If you're not working towards a life of success, you're going to be living with the life and the pain of regret. So go out, take action on what you've been procrastinating on, what's stopping you from leveling up your character. You know what's stopping you. Nobody else does. The magic that you're looking for is in the work that you are not doing. Go out and work on the things that you need to get done, that are necessary for you to move on. Start having the discipline. Start saying no. Start working on yourself. Work harder on yourself than you do on your job. You gotta build your own dream. Stop building somebody else's dream. You gotta work hard on yourself. Move yourself forward. Analyze your life and how you can get better. What you can do to level up as a character. Stop listening to everybody else. Stop listening to people who are hating, pouring in negative to you. It's not about them. It's about what you think. It's about the path that you're on. It's about you moving yourself forward. You know the work that you're putting in. In the dark. Because people are going to see that. People are going to see that after a long period of time of you pushing yourself forward. So, it's not about what these critics are saying. If you got people who are doubting you, who are not believing in you, keep saying, oh, why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing that? No, that's going to get better. Don't let them defeat you. I have the hope. Have the faith. Know that they're the ones who are wrong. There was this tweet I said, I had to realize it wasn't me. It was them. I wasn't the problem. I know the path that I'm on. Don't focus on these other people. Have tunnel vision. Focus on yourself. Focus on the path that you're on. Don't criticize. Don't condemn. Don't speak behind other people's backs. And always speak positivity. Always become the best version of yourself. Always do things that are going to move you forward. It's not about the other people's journey. Comparison is the thief of all joy. You got to be hard on yourself. You got to look at other people's journey for an example and for whatever. But don't let it beat you down. You're greater than this. I know you are, because you're watching this video. We're gonna win in this life so big. I'm taking this YouTube channel so far. And it's about what you're doing in the dark. It's all about what you're doing in the dark. It's not about what these other people tell you. It's not about the haters. It's about what you think. How you view yourself is how other people are going to view you. So develop confidence, develop courage. Go do things that are risky. Go do things that are going to build you up into the superhero of this life that you know that you can become. Don't work for other people. Work for yourself. Work on. It's not about what these other people see, okay? It's not about anybody else. Focus on you. Be yourself. Be authentic. Be genuine in all cases. And the people who are meant to be in your life are going to be in your life. You will know that. You will know the people who are meant to be in your life. Don't focus on the people who are not making time for you, my friend, because these people, you're not important to them. I'm sorry. You're not important to them, and if you were important to these people, they would be making time for you. So focus on the people who are making time for you in this life. Always have relationships that are going to exchange value and build quality relationships. Have a great association around you and build long-lasting relationships that are successful, are quality, and that are going to create long-lasting memories in this life. Always build a life of success and importance. It's up to you. Nobody's going to do it for you. I love you guys. We hit 150 subs, 15K on the TikTok likes, and we're about 2.4K on X. Go follow me on all of them. Like, comment, subscribe. We're going up. Have a good night. We're about to hit legs, so. Alright, stop focusing on the parties and people who are not on the route that you want to be on. Stop focusing on pleasure and leisure. Start focusing on what's going to move you forward. I've already said this. There's no time to waste. There's no time to waste spending a whole night out partying with people who aren't even on the path that you want to be on, who are not even successful, who are not in the 1% echelon, who are not constantly moving their life forward. You have no time to waste. Why are you drinking every night? Why are you ripping the vape? And then none of these things are going to help you. Start focusing on things that are going to progress your life forward. Start reading, start listening to podcasts, start putting good stuff in your mind. Stop focusing on these bad habits, these bad food, the things that are the lust and the leisure. Start focusing on moving yourself forward and progressing yourself in the best individual that you can. We about to hit 2 plates here for hack squat. We probably about to slap a 10 on each side, hit a max out. We going. We in the gym, we're moving our life forward. What are you doing? We about to hit 2 plates and a 10 on each side. First time ever doing this in my life. Y'all, we're doing this. I can, I believe, I will. This is it. Progressive overload. Make sure you are slowly getting the reps in until failure. Let's fucking go. Alright, do things that are gonna grow your testosterone. Don't do things that are gonna lose your teeth. Go build a life of importance. Stop hanging around people who are just focused on fun. Stop hanging around losers. Start focusing on winning. You're either winning or you're losing in this life. Are you a winning individual or are you a losing individual? Stop focusing on what these other people think. Stop focusing on other people's judgment. Focus on yourself. Focus on the journey and the route that you're on, the progress that you're making every single day as an individual. Always build yourself up. Stop leaning into fun. Stop leaning into leisure and pleasure. Start building a life of importance, becoming a high-value individual. Someone who is always building themselves up and becoming a person of value, spreading value and valuing themselves, valuing this life and the existence that you have. Stop hanging around people who are wasting their time, who are not focusing on building their life and their legacy, and focus around putting yourself around winners who are moving their life forward, people who are in the 1% in this life. Go win. First time ever doing 5 plates, using all the fuel as fire, using all the pain as fuel and to add to the fire.
using all the pain, the terrible things to push us on what's going on in front of us. Let's fucking go. Always chase your dreams, always do the things that you want to accomplish. There has to be a fire inside of you that wants to progress more than the average individual. There's got to be a fire inside of you to go create the finances that you want to, so you can go out and do everything that you've ever wanted to in this life. Don't be a loser, always be a winner. You got to move your life forward. You got to have an ambition, a drive inside of you that's different than others. You have to be having a passion for this life. You have to find your purpose and what moves you in this life. Don't be a nobody that's not after anything in this life. Don't be someone who walks around with no intention, no focus on the life that they want to create. Always have goals, and always push towards creating a better life for yourself and becoming a better person. Always have that fire inside of you. Keep it lit. That's what's gonna push you to take the actions to get the result that you want in this life. It starts with the burning desire. If you don't want it bad enough, you're never gonna create it. So as you gotta get to a point in your life where it's like it's rock bottom. You have to get something done. It's a need to acquire the money, the finances. Like you gotta get serious with your life. It's not if you're gonna be always just getting a little bit. You're always gonna be in that position where it's just enough, but it's not enough. You're always gonna be content. You gotta want it bad. You gotta want it bad. You gotta put yourself in a position where you need to accomplish it in this life. You need to become a man that's important, that's smart, that's rich, that has a big business, that is managing a ton of people, that is providing and protecting for people in their life, that has assets, that has money that is coming in, and building yourself in the mindset for the people around you and the legacy that you're building for yourself. I never heard this before. This is my max out. This is max out for leg press. Here we go. Y'all watching history go down. This is it. Progress your life forward. Never be a beta male, always be an alpha. Always be important, always do things that are different, always experience things that other people are not experiencing, and always do things that other people are not doing. Observe the masses and do the opposite. If you do what you always done, you're gonna get what you always got. God bless y'all. Have a good night. It's time to lock in. There's no time to go out. There's no time for parties. There's no time for fun. There's no time for smoking and drinking. It's time to lock in. Put yourself around. Stop listening to people who are not taking life importantly, and start putting yourself around winners, people who are constantly growing themselves and in the top class in this life. And always advance your life forward. Do the things that you need to do. Always be in the gym. Always grow your mind, and always be a lifelong learner and grow the skill sets that you have, because how you're going to attain the money is getting the mindset and taking the actions. Once you build up the willpower, the courage, the confidence, and the mindset, you will start to attract. The money will come, the relationships will come, the power will come. Everything will start to come, and it's because you've developed your inner power, the inner willpower that you have, and you've been growing your mind and learning from everything in your life, becoming a lifelong learner, and staying away from all these pleasures. The 20s and 30s are the time to lock in. You suffer now and live a great life later, or live a life of fun right now and then live a life of pain later. It's all about the actions that you take today, because that's going to determine the results in your long run. Because what you're doing right now is going to compound. What you're going to do is it's going to compound into how your life is going to be and how successful you are. You come into this life looking like your parents, but you die looking like your habits, okay? So it's all about the habits that you have. Are you a successful individual, the successful being, the greatness that you have? Are you becoming a great individual every single day, becoming 1% better? This is for y'all. I'm about to max out here on more legs. This is another max out. Going. Super set.